please welcome Jean Ciccarella. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the cheering. That's my cheering committee. I needed one of those today. Thank you very much, Kurt, for your introduction. To stay on task, I'm going to use my notes. I hope that's okay with you guys. And I want to start with a question. Who thinks we have a problem on our Mexico border? Yeah, it's kind of a rhetorical question, right? Well, I think we do, right? And God has called me to do something about it, and I hope He puts that on your heart too. So our mission is a big one, but it's possible. It's to address the root causes of migration in Mexico, to break the cycle of poverty for women and children on the Mexico side of the border by educating children and empowering families to build healthy lives of purpose within self-reliant communities. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to share how that's possible. So I could not do what I do without my family. Pictured here is my amazing husband of 29 years, my son-in-law, and 4 of my 5 children. And I have to tell you that God has prepared me over a lifetime to run Mision de Caridad. Actually, He chased me down until His purpose became my purpose. I went on a missions trip with my church in 2016, one that I didn't want to go on, but I felt like I needed to. That's the way God works, isn't it? While I was there, I really thought I heard a voice that said, "This is the place you need to be." And I had in the back of my mind, I wonder what it would be like to start a Christian school here. But I thought, oh, that would never be possible. No one would ever pay for that. But after 3 years and many trips to Mexico, I had had enough. I was done, and I wasn't going back. So I texted my pastor friend, my now Mision de Caridad co-founder, Francisco Ortega, and I said, I'm thinking of going to Costa Rica to start a new ministry, and I'm just waiting on God's leading in prayer. And Francisco said, I think I want to start a GoFundMe to help women and children on the Mexico side of the border. Well, that was like dangling a carrot in front of a bunny. Because as soon as I heard those words, I said, well, why just a GoFundMe? Why don't we start like a nonprofit? And why don't we do more than just that? And Mision de Caridad was born. And Costa Rica was no longer in my sights. So God knew I wasn't going to Costa Rica. And He used Francisco's innocent words, I'm going to start a GoFundMe and in order to launch Mision de Caridad. God knew that His people on the Mexico side of the border needed a solution. And in picking me, maybe He was thinking, I prepared you for this. I taught you how to run a business. I taught you and put you on Christian school boards. And I brought you to Mexico on some random trip and connected you with the person in Mexico who could make it happen. I imagine, like me, many of you could probably cite a lot of instances that's led where you are today and made you be the person you are today. So I want to pause here, and I want to show you this 4-minute video, and I ask that you pay close attention to the environment and the condition of the homes in which people are living in. Yeah, families coming to the border, escaping horrific situations, now through MDC programs, have the hope of a different story. Life can be better in Mexico without the need to flee. So this slide here gives you a sense of the demographics of the family that we serve. More than half have never graduated primary school, and 99% of adults have never even attended high school. And families don't earn enough to survive, and things are not looking better for the next generation. Actually, Joshua and Mylan left the public school and just started at our school last week in 3rd and 4th grade. And as outrageous as it sounds, neither know their vowel sounds, they can't read or write, and believe it or not, they cannot even write their name. Hillary, pictured in the top right, dropped out of school in the 6th grade to help financially support her family and care for her younger siblings and nieces. And I'd like to tell you that these situations are an exception, but they're not. This situation is the norm. So imagine for a moment what your life would be like if you never graduated from middle school. Where would you be today? So if we want to stop people from fleeing, we have got to improve the situation and create a brighter future for families in Mexico. And to do that, we need to educate the next generation. So remember that Christian school that God planted in my heart in 2016? Well, last Monday, we opened a school with 54 students, preschool through secondary school, preschool through middle school. Can you believe it? So kids will not only get the education they deserve, but they will grow in godly wisdom. And that is absolutely incredible. So we know that to educate a child in poverty, it's essential to empower the entire family. School alone is not enough. For a child in poverty to show up in school and be ready to learn, so much more needs to happen. The entire family needs to be part of the process. Otherwise, education becomes this push-pull between a child needing to be in school and the parent needing the child to have to include an income, to care for younger siblings. So for children to succeed in school, these 3 pillars are essential. Good nutrition, so children can focus and be healthy. Livable conditions, so there's safety and stability at home. And a supportive network, so they can grow and learn together. When we accept a student, the entire family is enrolled in our program, and they commit to participating in our empowerment initiatives. Not only does the student attend school 5 days a week, but the mom and her children attend our Saturday program 3 Saturdays a month. And here's how the 3 pillars look in practice. So each child in our school receives a healthy breakfast, snack, and lunch every single day. And once a month, families receive 7 to 10 days worth of healthy groceries. We provide clean drinking water, medical fairs twice a year, all to support the nutritional needs of children so they can succeed in school. We need livable conditions at home for children, so we need to improve the income opportunities for our moms. So we have a women's work program, we provide job training, we provide emergency loans, and we hire from within the community. 40% of our staff is actually hired locally from within the community of impoverished families. And this supportive network is essential for our education program. It's important that we are educating children, that we're educating adults. Remember, our adults have never attended school either. There's a lot that they need to learn. We need family connection time, mom's prayer, sharing the gospel, and role models so our children can see a future for themselves. And in 2023, our impact has been absolutely amazing. We have served over 82,640 meals in 2023 alone. We've sold 1,000 plus of the products for women so they can earn an income. Our medical fairs have transformed the health of a community through better emotional health, physical health, and dental health. And our families and students are empowered to change. We do believe we have a 96% attendance rate in our education program in 2023. That's some motivated children and families to take advantage of the change that's in front of them. Lives are being transformed, and this story of Alfonso that's to come is just one example. At 8 years old, Alfonso had never been to school. He was defeated. He wasn't at grade level. He couldn't read and write. I mean, how could he be at grade level? He had never been at school. So we worked with him for 2 years, and we enrolled him in the 3rd grade. And we saw his confidence blossom as he was now finally in school. But it gets even better. Alfonso's now in school with us, and it has given him a dream that he would never have thought possible. He wants to be a police officer in order to take care of the health and safety of other people in the community. Kids, for the first time, now believe they have a future, and they can dare to dream. But those dreams are often cultivated by the experiences that they see in front of them. Whether it's a teen at our medical fair who takes the time to show kids how to take blood pressure, or a nutritionist who spends time creating these healthy meals for families. All this time matters, and it's these volunteers and teams that come down that make a difference. We are proud to employ 32 staff in Mexico who understand the culture and bring their passion and expertise to everything we do. But our staff also values the chance to learn and partner with volunteers like you who want to serve and provide some specialized expertise that we need. Whether teen or adult, there are so many ways to serve, in person or remote. God's provision has been with us every step of the way, and we still have to pinch ourselves to believe that our facility is real. Casa Esperanza, which means House of Hope. We built it 100% debt-free, thank you to the generosity of our donors. And although we've only been able to build 25% of our initial plan, we are making it work. We are using every possible space in every corner. and God continues to show up in unexpected ways. In November, when I was sitting on a plane next to this man here, I was literally praying that God would provide the $2,400 we needed to buy blankets for the next month to distribute. And guess what? This stranger next to me in the middle seat, a non-believer who was swearing into his phone, and I was judging heavily. Actually, I was going to tell him off, but I didn't. He ended up paying for every one of those blankets, $2,400. He literally gave me his credit card on the plane, and right next to him together, we selected $2,500 worth of blankets on Amazon. Even with my judgmental heart, God provided and taught me a lesson at the same time. And I have so many stories like this that would give you chills to hear. We can change the story at the border together. And if you want to learn more, please open your book and fill out your card. I'm stealing your line, Kurt. Most immediately, you can visit me and our 2 board members, Ray, my faithful slide flipper, and Dr. Joe, wherever you are over here. They're going to be at the booth in the corner. And if you want to join us tomorrow at Milton's for breakfast, we'll be there at 7:30 in the morning. So just let us know if you're going to be there. With your involvement and expertise, there is so much we can do to continue rewriting the story. We can expand to other border towns, serve more families, educate more children, and bring more families to faith. Together, we can address some of the root causes of migration all along our Mexico border. And I want to invite you into ministry with us. No doubt we are all impacted by the border crisis. Well, this is your chance to get involved and do something about it. Let's solve our border crisis together, and let's rewrite the story. Mision de Caridad is God's ministry, and I am super excited to be a part of it. Thank you.